Hello YouTube, it's Tube Tempest, and I would like to talk to you about beans, frijoles. I myself love beans. Like I'll eat beans. I'm gonna try to eat them every day from now on. I decided, like I don't eat them enough, but I love them. I eat a lot of them though, and I'm gonna eat them every single day, twice a day, for the next month. And I'm gonna eat different kinds of beans. And what got me motivated to do this is usually I eat two kinds of beans. The ones I make myself, which are black beans, which are the best. I still think they're the beans I make are the bomb. And the other kind of bean I eat is pinto beans, which is like the staple standard bean here in South Texas. But recently, I went to the store and I bought some white beans. And I know I've had like pork and beans and baked beans, but never ones like that I made or even that I knew were white beans. But so I cooked them up and they tasted just like mashed potatoes. Like you could switch them out for mashed potatoes. Like no, if you put gravy on them and put them next to a big fat steak or something, like anyone would think they were mashed potatoes. Not anyone. Never mind. I could have been fooled because like someone with a bean allergy, they would have been fooled, but. They're way better for you than mashed potatoes are, because mashed potatoes is just like, simple carbohydrates and no fiber. Beans are fiber and protein. If you cook them slowly, like in a slow cooker, they'll make you fart a lot. But if you cook them in a pressure cooker, I don't know about y'all, but I don't get gas from beans that are pressure cooked, which is kind of sucks because I do like to get gas sometimes. Like one time. I made some black beans. The best beans I ever made, as a matter of fact, was in a crock pot. And I got a ham. It was like on sale or something. Like I usually don't buy hams that are raw. I buy hams that are cooked like a normal American. But so I put it in a crock pot and I just let it go for a long ass time until it came out good. But all the water that was left, I let it sit there for longer than I should have left it there, and it all got gelatinized. And I was like, man. Because I was going to make some beans, but it was dirty. I was like, I'm just going to just turn it on. So I turned it on, and it all turned to liquid. And I just made the beans in that gelatin water, and they came out. The beans were so freaking good. They were black beans. And I started eating. Let me put my hat on top. And they were so delicious. The black beans were so delicious from the ham gelatin that was in there that they cooked up. And then when I took it out, I started eating them, and they were so good that I couldn't stop eating them. Like they were just so good. I think it's because of a lot of salt. Usually I don't put a lot of salt, but anyway. So I got some really good gas that time. Like I was exploding left and right. One would be coming out while one was churning up inside of me, ready to take its place. And they weren't very odoriferous, which was good. But if you pressure cook them under high heat, pretty sure that makes it not, or I'm just like my stomach's accustomed to it now, but I don't get to fart all the time like that once back in the day. Reminisce. Anyway, so about beans. Let me show you my beans that I got. Oh. Whoops. Got my case, my briefcase. My bean case. It's not really a briefcase. This is my standard black beans. These are the Mexican brand. They're not that great. I mean, they're good, but they're not good. It's not a good brand or whatever. Okay, so here's some that I got that I haven't tried. Yellow beans. This is like what they eat in Mexico City. See a big old dirt clod in there. That's like what they eat in Mexico. Lima beans. Also known as butter beans. I never knew they were the same thing until recently. But I think I've had lima beans, of course, before, and from what I remember, I didn't really care for them too much. But we'll see. I'll try again now that I'm a bean connoisseur. We got the red beans. I was reading on Wikipedia about red beans, and if you don't cook them right, they have toxins in them that are like make you sick. I didn't know that. Garbanzo beans. What the fuck? Now I know I've probably had this in something, but at a restaurant I didn't know what it was. Garbanzo beans. These are funky looking. Can't wait to try those. So here's the white beans that I was talking about. These are my preferred black beans, is this brand right here. And the reason being is if you look at them real close, they're all a good color, and I've never found any dirt in these kind of beans, and every time I wash them, the water's like, it seems like I don't even have to wash them, but I do. They're from China, which is weird, because I know we get beans. I mean, I know they grow beans, but I know it was worth the money to send them all the way over here. But they're from China, and so they might be painted black. Who knows? They might have lead-based paint, black paint on them. These might be the same kind of beans, but China fucking spray painted them with lead paint and made them black. China's crazy like that. They'll poison their own baby's milk. Okay. And of course lentils, you know. They're not beans, but they're good for you. I don't really like them. I mean, I like them, but not as much as beans. That flour, white flour in here. Oh yeah, here. Pinto beans. Those are pretty much just the random generic beans here. Okay, so that's my beans right here that I'll show y'all how to cook them. I'm fixing to make a batch. I like to use a pressure cooker. Any other way besides a pressure cooker is for fucking noobs. Noobs that don't know how to do it. Pressure cookers, they're efficient, they're fast, they make them better, they come out better. For meat too, like if you use broth, oh my god. Pressure cookers. If you don't have one, I don't like. If you don't use a pressure cooker, I pretty much hate you, because it means you're dumb. And I don't like people that are dumb. So go out and get a pressure cooker. Stop being dumb. Stop wasting fuel. Stop wasting resources. We're having blackouts, brownouts, whatnot, because you dumbasses are not using pressure cookers, wasting power. Then when your oven's on, your air conditioner has to make up for that shit. You know that, right? You don't care. You know, but you don't care. That's true evil when that happens. All it takes is for good men to do nothing. I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, women firefighters. We'll leave a comment below. Do you think that women firefighters is good? And if it's so good, then why don't they have an all-woman fire department? See how great that is. How great that ends up being. All women, they won't be able to do shit.